Hi, this is Niven from readfastertoday.com. Today, I'm going to share with you strategies on how to effectively plan your day. So, if you suffer from any of the symptoms I'm going to list for you in a second, then this is definitely a video you should watch. So, do you feel stressed from the never ending workload you have to do? Are you feeling overwhelmed from always being behind the eight ball? Are you feeling disorganized and probably getting poor results as well? And more importantly, have you had enough? Well, if you have, don't worry. We have just the thing to help you out. In this video, I will show you the most effective ways to plan your day so that you can achieve real results. That's right, real results. And hopefully be as happy as a girl in the picture beside. Just kidding. You know, a little bit of humor. So, the first thing you need to understand is that effective organization is about achieving results. Always has been. Time management has always been a means of getting results. Somehow, through time, people have made it so much more important and complicated than it needs to be. So, what's the trick here? The trick here is to have clear, precise results you want to achieve. Remember, it's not about filling in every minute of every day. I've been guilty of this many times. I used to jam as much as possible into a day just to feel like I've achieved something. But the key is, who cares? It's about what you've done. What's the result that you achieved? So, what I'm suggesting here is to shift our thinking just a little bit. Instead of focusing on time, let's focus on results. So, your new question needs to be, what do I want to achieve? So, now that you have your desired results, we have to manage it. And as you may have already noticed, most goals you'd like to achieve probably take longer than a day to get done, which means you need to break it down into little pieces, as per the diagram on your right. One big thing has become several smaller, manageable things. So with these little pieces, we get to tackle them one by one. So one, it's more manageable, and you get to provide the necessary attention to every little piece, and in the end, also achieve a bigger, better result. We call this process chunking. So the key here is to make sure that you choose the crucial steps to do first. So when you have your big task and you've broken it down to little pieces, when you plan and schedule, make sure you focus on the more important steps first. Don't worry, there will be an example coming right up, so it will explain this very point. So just remember, crucial steps first. So now that you've already decided what your result is, and you also decided what needs to be done, congratulations, you're over halfway there. Nice work. Now all you need to do is to decide when you need to do it. So it's time to schedule it. Focus on two things you need to achieve on a daily basis. The reason why you need to pick these two things is because it's a lot more manageable. And again, like I mentioned earlier, it allows you to put in the proper care and effort into each task rather than trying to multitask, which I'm sure, like me, you were probably guilty of before. You probably tried to do 20, 30 things all in a day and probably ended up, in my case mostly, not even achieve anything. So poor multitasking is usually the main cause of overwhelm, which has always been the case for me as well. Like when I try to do 10 things a day, I'm freaking out all the time. And the worst part is I'm freaking out and not getting results. So if you want to stay sane, stick to 2 critical tasks a day. And the thing is, when you have 2 critical tasks a day, so only 2 things that you need to focus all your effort on, one, it keeps you focused and your mind believes it can be done. Rather than have 30 things where your mind can barely keep an eye on them, you have 2 things where it can just purely focus on. So now, when it knows it can be done, it's gonna work for you rather than against you. It won't tell you it can't do it anymore. It'll go, come on, let's do it. So things will be so much easier and will definitely flow much easier. So here's an example. Let's pick a big result. Okay, a big thing like building a house, for example. Now we're going to break it down to a few little things, okay? Again, please bear with me, it's just an example. So let's just say there are three, well, in our case, 8 things. Like getting an architect. So you need to interview them, review them, and hire them. And sometimes you may need to do this over and over again. And of course, then you need to get the funding, the bank loan. You need to prepare your documents, you need to meet the bankers, and of course, there comes the builders. You need to interview them again, review them, and of course, hire them. And you probably have to do this several times again. So, there's at least 8 tasks there. So how do you manage them? That's right, you pick the 2 most critical things you want to do today. Okay? So, in that case, which are the 2 most critical things? If you've guessed, prepare docs and meet the bankers, you, my friend, are absolutely correct. What's the point in having an architect or having a builder if you can't afford to pay them? That's right. So these 2 tasks are the most critical. So if you're planning for today, these are 2 tasks you'll be planning for today. So if I were you, I will be scheduling them. 8 to 10 a.m. I'm going to prepare my documents. 3 to 4 p.m. I'm going to meet the bankers. And the reason why I'm going to be doing 8 to 10 a.m. is because I want to make sure I have enough time just in case I don't, it's a little bit longer than expected. So if it needs to go from 8 to 11, I can do it. No problem. Okay? And the reason why I scheduled it to meet the bankers from 3 to 4 p.m., just in case to give me a leeway, just in case something comes up. So because you only have to focus on 2 things, you're putting a lot more care. You're not rushing. You're just making sure that you want to achieve those 2 results as best as humanly possible. And you might be asking right now, what about the rest of the stuff? Well, you schedule them based on importance. So using our previous example, we have the architect and the builders left. Which one is more important? Getting the builders, getting the architect? Well, if you guessed architect, again, my friend, you have guessed right. Well, what are the builders going to use to build if they don't have designs from the architect? That's right. So with the architect, then you can schedule time to interview, maybe even research a whole list of architects, then interview them, review them, and then hire them if needed. So again, you can repeat this process as many times as you want for as many days as you want to achieve outstanding results. Okay? And now I'm just going to give you the last little piece of secret I have to share with you. It's called Sleeping to Win, and I definitely apologize for the title. I had a lapse in creativity, but essentially here's the gist of it. Before you go to sleep the night before, review the task you're attempting to do. Here's why. This will help your mind get accustomed to the idea that you'll be pursuing the upcoming task tomorrow. This is especially useful if you have a daunting task coming up. You have a task that you're not sure if you're going to be able to pull it off, something you've never tried before. Getting your mind accustomed to the idea will help reduce the resistance the next morning or the next day. Okay? So while you're sleeping, your mind will start simulating doing the task over and over again. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll feel less overwhelmed. Also, because you've already seen it the night before, it will keep you focused and raring to go. You'll be ready, like a supercharged Energizer bunny. You'll be ready to go. So I definitely hope you enjoyed our little video here. It was an absolute pleasure making it for you. And also, don't forget to check out our new W reading speed video. It's absolutely free. So visit www.readfastertoday.com. You'll get access to that video and a whole bunch of others like this one. So we hope to see you soon. Talk to you then. Goodbye.